Hey, it's David Farmer. It's Friday. Today what we're going to do is we're going to be talking about a pet project that I've had going on for probably a little over 2 years now. We've alluded to it and talked about it in this podcast previously in my videos. But today I want just to spend a little bit of time and kind of go through some of the elements of this solution and kind of why I went in this direction. And it is for what I'm calling our companion sites. And the companion site right now, the way that I have it positioned within our suite of technology, really is designed to bolt onto an existing dealership website. And when we do that for a dealer, we put it on a subdomain. So the way the subdomain works is you have your dealership website. Let's say that you are hometowntoyota.com. What you can do is you can create a subdomain to your top level domain, hometowntoyota.com, and add it with, instead of the www.hometowntoyota.com, you can create a subdomain like express.hometowntoyota.com. And that's what we do for our companion sites. And I call it a companion site because I know that it is going to work in addition to your existing main dealership website. It's going to add functionality, but it's going to do a whole lot more than that. And the reality is that this is going to be the precursor to our own website platform that we're going to be bringing to the marketplace. So that's kind of a bold step for a company like us, a lead conversion technology provider, to become and transform into a full-fledged website provider. But I think that's the direction that we need to go. And the reason I think that is I still continue to see all of the website providers, so many of the website providers in the marketplace failing on many areas. And we have the ability to take what I've built and provide really a next generation website for dealers. Now, it may not be for everybody. It might not be that full custom solution that a dealership is looking for, but it is built on a platform that has been around for decades. It is built on a platform that is built for speed. It's built on a platform that is completely and always constantly being updated, and that is the WordPress platform. I mean, there's millions of websites that utilize this WordPress backend, and that's absolutely what we've done with our companion site. We've built our own custom theme, layering on top of that WordPress backbone, which really gives us the flexibility to build the front end exactly the way that we want it, with allowing the infrastructure to be handled and updated by a third party. And being that WordPress is really an open source type solution, it is constantly being updated and fixed. It really provides an extremely stable back-end solution compared to many of the website providers. Many of the website providers that have their own technical infrastructure in the back end, which requires them to be kind of always behind the 8 ball, making changes and updates and everything else. But anyways, I'm spending too much time on that part of it. But our companion website does allow us to be able to provide really great user experiences. So let me share with you an example of one of our companion websites, how we're able to layer in our embedded lead conversion technology and kind of what a dealer can do to customize this, whether it's used as a main dealership website or a companion site as we're currently selling it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick, and then we can kind of take a look at this. So this is the companion website. This is an example of what one of the home pages could look like. This is where a customer can shop, buy, get a payment, shop by payment. We're going to talk about that a little bit later as well with our new shop by payment solution. So this right here is Express-Dealer, and it's going to provide a lot of information that can be shared with consumers. Some of the things that make this website faster than traditional dealership websites, first of all, not just the WordPress backend, but the way that we're layering in content. Image content is going to be SVG files, much smaller than image files like PNGs or JPEGs, which will load up super fast and are fully optimized for Google's testing to make sure that you are compressing the images as much as possible to be able to provide a super fast experience. And I'm going to talk about the testing and what you can do to compare, let's say, this test or this website to your website, and where you can do some lighthouse testing for your website and look at the overall performance. I'm going to cover that in another video, but it is shocking the types of scores that most dealership websites are getting today, and that is from the top 10 website providers in the automotive space, how poorly they score. So you can see here we also embed video, and the way that we utilize video is through a off-site streaming service, which provides a really fast loading on a website, and takes all of the heavy lifting for serving that to another website. But it still allows us to capture video SEO, which is something that is extremely important for dealerships. And we can bring in other images like we see here. We're going to be talking about utilizing this as a companion website, so you can see the CTAs, calls to action, the content that we're building on these pages is going to be centered around the experiences that we provide with our lead conversion tools and technology. This is where a customer can schedule a test drive, and then we create these different CTAs where a customer can launch into our solutions at any point. So I can just jump into scheduling a test drive, for example. I can come down here and I can search for vehicles by finding a car, going to an SRP. I can schedule or get an instant trade value or get a real offer with our Express Cash Offer technology. And in this video, again, I'm not going to be talking about a lot about the tools or the platform, but I do want to kind of show off the website itself, the website platform, and a customer can get pre-qualified. So that's kind of an example of a home page. You can see how we embed our tools, how it's going to load up super fast. We skin these based on the OEM that we're working with. So if you're a Honda dealership, it's going to be Honda Blue, or if it's a Ford dealership, it's going to be Ford Blue, or if it's an Audi dealership, it's going to be that Audi Red, or we can even go with the gray if that's preferred. And then also over here, we have our icon bar, which I've talked about in other videos, but this is where customers can launch into these different tools from different areas. And then we have our embedded chat. So this is powered by our chat partner, CarChat24, the longest standing pure automotive chatting platform for automotive. And you can see it's integrated seamlessly with our tools. I can actually even come in here, open up one of our tools, and as I'm going through the process, if I want to reach out and chat, I can click the little chat icon in the upper right-hand corner. It's going to open up my chat here. It's going to keep me engaged in my solution over here, and I can go ahead and close this or close that independently. Now, as I'm searching around, I can also go over to my menu. I can see any of my pages here. I'm going to show you a brand new thing that we've added recently to our companion sites, and that is our model search. So you can see right here we have Toyota models. I can click into that, and it's going to open up our model selector. Enjoying some dark roast in the middle of the afternoon here on Friday. And we've really built this in a way to kind of mimic what is on the Google platform. So if you're in the G Suite and you're doing Gmail or any of the Google Docs or anything, you have the ability to open up any of the tools. So we've kind of modeled this after that kind of a very familiar user experience. I can also filter based on, let's say, trucks or cars, hybrids, SUVs, or I can look at all vehicles, and I have the ability to jump in and go right into a search results page from this user interface. And again, you can see that these images right here, which I'm going to go ahead and zoom up, see if we can do that. Yeah. So you can see that these images, if I zoom up really, you can see how crystal clear those are. What's cool about these is these are all SVG images again. So they're not PNGs, they're not JPEGs, they're not GIFs. The reason we use that is that they're optimized for web, they're optimized for speed, and we kind of use that throughout our entire user interface, even included in some of our videos. We use our custom illustrations. Now, if I come over here and let's say go to search vehicles, now this is going to be one of our new tools, and I actually want to show this off on a mobile device. I'm going to do something a little different here. Let me go ahead and share. I'm going to share my other camera over here. I'm going to open this up. Let's go ahead and look at here. Okay, so now you're looking at our mobile user interface. Let me see if I can brighten that up just a little bit for you. Yeah, very nice. So this is a mobile version of the exact same website that I was sharing with you. And come right here, I can go to search by cars. Now this is going to show off a brand new technology that we're just starting to launch, and that is our shop by payment solution. So you can kind of picture this as a way to, actually, let me try something real quick. See if I can I bring in camera? Check this out. Where am I? No. Oh, it's locked. I got to unlock it first. This will be worth it. Boom. There I am. All right. So I wanted to share this screen with you for a little bit. And when I do that, I'm going to share the dealership. There we go. So you can imagine this as using this for social media marketing, and using that shop by payment call to action in social media marketing ads is going to appeal to a ton of customers, and it's just going to create a new channel or a new sales funnel. So if you've been watching my videos, I talked about sales funnels a couple days ago, and creating like click funnels for dealers where we can start with an advertisement and drive customers down into a technology experience. And that's what we're looking at right here. So this is where the customer has the ability to say, I want to shop by payments. I want to get real payments on any vehicle of my choice. And I can start with an SUV or let's say a coupe. And I can just slide this over and say, I want to have my payments between $326 and $376. And then I can click the get pre-qualified and shop by payment. And what's going to happen is our lead maker technology, our loan maker technology is going to open up. Of course, it doesn't want to do it for me right now. It always works that way when I'm trying to do a demo for the first time. So this is brand new, not ready for prime time solution, but let's say that I am going to select SUV or coupe. I select my down payment, and then I hit get qualified or shop by payment. Now it's going to open up our loan maker technology. This is where a customer can get a free credit score right on your dealership website, a real FICO score, and they can do it right in this UI. And actually what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and play this video for you real quick so you get an idea of how we can market this to a customer. I'm going to put my microphone down here so we can pick up the audio.
Checking your credit should be fast and easy. Say hello to Credit Score Express. FICO scores are used in 90% of all lending decisions, so a FICO score is a pretty accurate reflection of your creditworthiness. Credit scores are calculated using computer programs known as scoring models. Scoring models perform sophisticated statistical analysis on the contents of your credit report. Credit Score Express uses a soft credit pull, which never impacts your credit or shows as an inquiry. To get your FICO score range, just tell us about yourself. No social security number or date of birth needed. And in seconds, Credit Score Express will provide your personal FICO score range. Plus, you can get pre-qualified instantly. And we'll send your credit score and pre-qualification certificate right to your email. Optionally, you can complete an Express Credit application. Our professional financial services team will review your application and provide you with a pre-qualification status in just minutes. Checking your credit score and getting pre-qualified for a car loan should be fast and easy. And with Credit Score Express, it is.
All right, so now you get an idea. Now, what we can do is right in this user interface, we can add in the customer's information. Now, this is our live production account. You can see here we're going to grab the address, the proper address. So I'm putting in my office. And actually, what I'm going to do is, let me not put my real name. Let me put in David Doe, email address, dd@intice.com. So what's going to happen here is, since this is a soft credit pull, that is my phone number. This is a soft credit pull. Since I'm not putting a real customer's information in here, this is our live production account. It's not going to find my, it's not going to find me and provide my my FICO score. So I'm going to go ahead and just complete that process right now. It's going to process. So it's going to say it's unable to find me. Which now what I could do as a secondary process is I could provide my Social Security number, still going to be a soft credit pull, but they would be able to find me that way. But I'm just going to go ahead and cancel that. I'm going to accept the fact that this was a pending status. And then I'm going to go ahead and skip the credit application, which we could complete a full credit application. Then it's going to give me my pre-qualification certificate. In this case, you can see it says more info needed because I didn't actually do that pre-qualification. Now, if I hit close there, what it's going to do is it's going to give me the payments based on the range that I have selected. So there's a 370. That's going to be in the range. And if I scroll up a little bit, you're going to see that I'm at 326 through 376. So there's a 375. There's a 331, 367. Now this is where we didn't have enough information to complete a payment, but it'll still show that in the results, 357, 367. So now you get the idea. Now from here, as a customer, I can come in here and I can either call the dealership, I can text the dealership. That's all going to happen through our integration with CarChat24. So this is another integration where we've integrated with CarChat24. You can see here I can schedule a test drive on that particular vehicle. I can get a book value. I can get pre-qualified, even though I've already done that part. I can get a real offer for my vehicle, or I can build my deal. Build my deal is going to open up right into our digital retailing solution, where I can finish that process, or I can even go in a little bit deeper, go into the vehicle display page of this vehicle and get more information. Got other CTAs that are built in right there. I can start ready to start my deal, sell or trade, get an instant book value. I can learn more information about finance products, get my credit score there, schedule a test drive, or all of them in our button block. So what I'm going to do now is let me flip back over here. Come back up here. All right, so now we're back on this side. What I'm going to do now is let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like in, if I can get there over here. It's not playing nice with me now today. All right, I'm going to skip that part. So I was looking at our test environment, and it's not quite, it's not really ready for prime time as much as our production also isn't quite ready for prime time, but we're getting there. So this is a work in progress for us, and it's always good to kind of play around with stuff. And that's what I wanted to do on Fridays, is kind of just go over some of the things that we have in the pipeline, things that are coming down. So you can see here again, we have our shop by payment. This is what it looks like on a desktop device. Now, what I can do the same thing is I can pick the model, the body style type. I can pick my range. I can either get pre-qualified, or I can skip the pre-qualify and just shop by payment right here. It's going to add those filters to our SRP, and it's going to bring in all of the vehicles that are going to qualify for that payment range. So I'm 356 to 406. You can see we're going to have used vehicle payments right there. Also have new vehicle payments for financing or leasing. That's going to be available there. And this is all part of our conversion block. So, you know, one of the things that I was talking about earlier is this idea of the existing dealership websites, in our opinion, my opinion, not really keeping track with the needs of the dealer. Google Analytics is something that is extremely important for dealers to be able to have access to be able to have insights for them to be able to make decisions. I think that's really the best way you can utilize Google Analytics, is to be able to use that to guide your marketing decisions, like where am I spending my money to get to customers, to get them to my dealership website, and then what are they doing on my dealership website, and how can I get data from my Google Analytics that's attached to my dealership's website to really influence those decisions, or influence the insights in Google Analytics, and that's going to come from activities customers are taking when they visit your dealership website. The way that data gets put into Google Analytics is going to be based on things like events. Now, what we do for our dealers in our tool sets is we fire off custom events based on individual consumer activity. So for example, if a customer goes to a SRP, they do a search, we're going to track that. You can find out right in Google Analytics what are your most popular searches on your dealership website, and then how our customers are engaging with different CTAs, such as a click to chat CTA or scheduling a test drive CTA. And it's going to track where this is taking place. Is it taking place inside our conversion block, or is it taking place inside our icon bar, or is it taking place inside one of our interactive banners? So all of these are different engagement points that's going to help guide decisions on where marketing dollars should be going to be able to drive more leads into your dealership CRM, and then more opportunities in your dealership showroom. All right, so today we've been talking a lot so far about the companion website. We've talked a little bit about the search results page, and I just realized I wasn't sharing my screen, but you can see here's a conversion block. This is what a customer could click on, and it's going to show those events firing. I did a video last week about the conversion block and the icon bar if you want to get more information and see actually how those things will automatically instantly show up in Google Analytics. But let's just do a little bit more review of this website. Another thing that we can do is we can create different landing pages on your dealership's website to create these additional funnels. So here's a great car shopping landing page with our Shopper Express video talking about the different things like the Express test drive, getting a best price up front, getting a trade value, all the primary reasons why a customer would be visiting your dealership's website. All of that is going to be seamlessly available. We can also create other information pages on your site, such as, preferred products. A great thing about F&I is if you do the research and you find out when customers are researching F&I products on your dealership's website, they're going to be more inclined to purchase those products when they buy a vehicle and sit in front of a finance manager. It's when they have no exposure to the F&I products prior to that F&I experience that they're more reluctant to make that purchase decision. This gives you the perfect opportunity to build value in those products right on your dealership's website. And because these sites are WordPress sites, all of this content is published. All of this text, all of these videos becomes search engine optimization for your dealership's website, whether this is set up as a subdomain or a primary domain on your dealership's website. So all of this becomes great indexable content for your dealership's website. So we can bring in any of your product provider products right into a products page like you're seeing right here. We can also create smaller pages on your website around specific actions, such as test driving a vehicle, taking an express test drive, layering in our CTAs right here, utilizing video content, again, creating video SEO, building value in the express test drive where they can schedule an appointment, they can request a test drive to go home, a test drive to go work. You can reward customers with the $25 Visa reward card, as we see here, and kind of walk them through and build value in that process all along. We can also create special landing pages for things like Express Cash Offer. We can also create other pages like Credit Score Express landing pages. And these tools, when we embed them onto the companion site or your main site, these also are tools that are embedded onto the page itself, not just framed in. Like most of the tools in the marketplace right now for car dealerships are just framed in. The challenge of framing a tool in on your dealership's website is it provides no SEO. It just becomes like an empty hole for Google to index your website. So any of that content that's inside that frame becomes worthless, which almost every tool that gets added to a dealership website is added onto a frame. The way that we embed this is all this content becomes searchable, indexable, and then when a customer gets ready, they can open up our tool. This actual tool here is a form of an iframe, meaning that the technology actually resides on our technology servers, and it doesn't really provide SEO, but the way that the customer can launch into it provides all the SEO. So it's kind of a really cool way to be able to do that. So this is a landing page experience with one of our embedded tools. So that's going to be available for you as well. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the specials page. Now I've done videos before about our content creation engine where we can get your monthly ad specials, and then we utilize those specials across social media marketing and 3 different display ad sizes, the Google marketing platform. So you got social media, you got the display, we do video content as well that matches all of these specials. And then we create a search results a specials search results page and a specials vehicle detail page. All of that also becomes SEO for your dealership's website. It gets updated on a monthly basis, and it's going to include not only the special, but also other things about why customers should choose to do business with you, whether that's something like a complimentary car wash, a vehicle delivery service, Express Cash Offer, Credit Score Express, Express Test Drive, Shopper Express, Finance Express. All of this becomes great information. And again, all of this text here becomes SEO for your dealership. Customer can get more information about these offers. So this is a specials vehicle detail page. This is a specials search results page. And then right up on top here, you get to see that we have one of our interactive banners. This interactive banner can be added to your dealership website, and it's embedded natively into our companion website. Or if you were to utilize this as your main dealership website, it's fully embedded right away. And then what I can do is do things like I can put in my first name, my last name, my physical address. We use that same type of technology here where I can get my real address, put that in there, and then get my credit score. It's going to open up our Credit Score Express solution. So you can really start to see the seamlessness of how a customer can interact with these sales funnels on our website platform. And I can finish this off by putting my email address, my phone number, and then getting my credit score. So that is available in an interactive banner. This can be put on your homepage, on the top of your SRP, top of your specials search results page, really many different places. I think that's probably it for me today. I want to just kind of give you a quick recap. So today we're talking about our companion website. And the idea of taking this companion website and adding it to existing dealership websites. It's going to add a ton of value. It's going to double the size of your inventory that's being indexed on a daily basis from Google. It's going to provide multiple sales funnels or click funnels from advertisements or organic results on Google, driving customers through to conversion tools. As you can see, it's very seamless. As you go through all of these different pages, and it's super fast. I haven't scored it recently, but the last time I did a performance score through Lighthouse testing, it was scoring in the 80s for overall performance and 90s for everything else. I would challenge you to do a Lighthouse test for your dealership's website. I said earlier that I wouldn't cover that here, but I'm going to give you just a quick sneak peek. So if you go to your website in Chrome, go to Google Chrome, go to Inspect, and you can go right here to Performance Insights, and you have access to a lot of different tools here. You can also go right to Lighthouse, and this is going to be like a full performance analyzing of your dealership's website, and it's going to provide you an overall score. You can actually even see it right here. It's going to go through and it's going to run through that test. I'm sorry, I'm not sharing my screen right now. Let me share this right now. So it's going to be analyzing and providing me a score here momentarily. Almost done. So it's going to go through every single element. And it's going to give us an overall performance score. You can do this for desktop and or for mobile. I recommend doing both, of course. So just so you know, is when you do this, we are overall right now a 60 on overall performance. 89 on accessibility, 82 for SEO, and that's without me going back through and doing some optimization. Most of our dealership website partners, we see this score in the 30s or 40s. So right away, we're far better. And this is on our SRP, which is usually the one that scores the worst because you have all of these listings and you have all of these actual images. Where if I were to do this on just the homepage where I have SVG images, it would score a lot better. Anyways, I'm going on and on and on. I appreciate your time checking out our videos like I always do. Now you're going to find this video plus many others at intice.com.